Thank you for joining us. Debatable episode 9.
Man, episode 9, man. It's Twilight Zone. Still
in the middle of this coronavirus.
Corona.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Shouts out to AustrianAudio.com.
Crystal clear. I know y'all hear us, man. And yo, y'all need to be careful
best
out there,
headphones,
man.
Best microphones.
Y'all can't be utilizing whack microphones, man, or whack headphones, man. You got to get Austrian audio. It's a must. You got to be careful out there, man. What's going on, Sakar? What's going on?
So there's a couple of battles, man. ShowOff versus Mackk Myron. Is that how you say his name, right?
Mackk Myron. That's exactly how you say his name.
What you think, man?
I give it to ShowOff, man.
You give it to ShowOff?
Yeah, I give it to ShowOff.
Which way you went with it?
I gave Mackk Myron round 2.
He got round 3 too, I think.
Yeah, I didn't even watch round 3.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't even watch round 3.
He got round 3.
1 and 3 was so impressive to me.
1 and 2.
I gave Mackk round 2.
You said 1 and 2 was so impressive to you, or 1 and 3?
1 and 3 was so impressive to me. Like, you know, like
so that's what I'm saying. Round 3, I gave to your man.
No, I gave round 3 to
ShowOff. Okay, got
and
you.
I gave round 1 to ShowOff.
Okay,
you know
I got you.
And so, but I gave round 2 to Mackk Myron. Round 2, round 1 was pretty good too, because you know he went first, and I was trying to see where he was going with it. But like he really took long to unload. But what he did on round 2, he just unloaded on round 2, and I was really feeling that. You know what I mean? And he just outbarred him on round 2. But round 3 and round 1, man, your man, I like ShowOff, man. Like, he's nice with it, man. He's nice with it. Like, I couldn't catch up. I had to keep.
I like ShowOff too, right? But I'm gonna have to say, let me see how I'm gonna have to say I gave it to overall I gave it to Mackk, man, cause of the the amount of punchlines and schemes. If it just seemed like Mackk got more, like now a lot of it is quality too, right? You know what I'm saying? It's, so quality over quantity, right? So, I mean, I think I got it like this. I got round 3, I got Mackk Myron. Round 2, I got ShowOff. But round 1, I got Mackk Myron again. So I don't know. I got 2-1 Mackk Myron, man. I ain't gonna lie, man, cause I got I'm feeling ShowOff though. The ribbon in the sky bar was crazy. That beginning, I think that was crazy, right? Do we got a problem? You know what I mean? That OG, you know what I'm talking about? From what was that? What movie was that from?
Yeah.
Menace Society. Yeah. That joint was crazy. The Fuse scheme was crazy. The clean paper line was crazy. The Christmas story was nuts. You got that? Yeah, that Christmas story was crazy. Where he's like, I caught a lick and it stuck. Yeah, that was crazy. But then round 1. Yeah, you know what? But that television show scheme was dope though.
Yeah, television
from the Fresh Prince,
it was
down to the sitcom show. You know what I'm saying? The Blade Coat. You know what I'm saying? More ninjas on you than the slave boat.
Yeah,
you know that?
Yeah.
Man. I think okay.
You might be right.
I think he got that one right there.
Well, you might be right, because as I'm looking over the notes, you know what I'm saying, like bar for bar. I don't know why I gave him.
You know why though?
One because of the.
You know why though?
Split you like a duplex. Big ass Nas boa constrictors. What is it called? I caught a lick and it stuck. A figure skate. What is it called? I got smacked. I'll get smacked by the right hand. Not my man standing next to me.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
It was like
listen, his delivery. They both dope. They both. But I'm thinking, if I feel like Mackk is a little bit more in. I don't know. He's more in his because his flow is a little bit more. It's a little bit more unorthodox.
Right.
That dude could be an actor, bro. When you see round 3, that dude could be an actor, bro. That dude could go on and do some acting / comedy. You know what I'm saying? That dude Mackk is talented, and I just feel like he's all the way into his character.
Right.
He's really all the way in his character. I think ShowOff, I still think he a little bit rough around the edges. I mean, both of them I think need a little bit of work, but yeah, man. But now ShowOff is a more direct, straight fire spitter. You know what I'm talking about? Your man's more comedy. You heard Mackk, the dude Mackk was more comedy.
Nah, your man, I believed everything he was saying.
But your boy, ShowOff, yeah,
I believe everything he was saying.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's hard, but then okay, so round two was to me round two was kind of light. You know what I'm saying, on both of their parts. You know what I mean? I ain't really have. That's why I ain't really like Mack's second round, man. That Dill Brothers thing was alright. That, you know, he went back to the TV show schemes, kicking your buildings, like corrupting Snoop. That was kind of straight. But ShowOff, he got that, man, with that his pen. You know, something like you know, his pen got with a pen with killers in it, like the penitentiary killed that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like he got round two. Now round three, that Tulip joint was crazy. Yep. That Tulip joint was crazy. Round two, when he put the tool up, the tool up, put the tool up. You know what I'm saying? Tool, you know, in the grave.
The tools was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He said he pointed the gun to you, decaffeinated. You decaffeinated.
That's why I gave him
that joint was crazy. The Holyfield.
That's why I didn't bother to watch your man.
Nah, your man, no, he came back.
You did?
Yeah, man. He said something about. He said he did
the boxing.
Nah, he kind of demolished him in round three, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Watch it.
Yeah, the comedy.
I didn't want to be late. I was like, well, you know,
the comedy, bro, demolished him. He told the top tier. He said, "You're not there. You're trying to be something about, you know, top tier, but you're not there, because, you know, basically he like, I'm rising up quicker than you." Right? He said, and then I guess dudes sing. So, you know what I mean? So he's like, something, you know, that's something, whatever, something choice. He said, you know, you a gangster with a beautiful voice, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, y'all support this dude. If he's singing the battle, you know he's singing the courtroom, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. The timing was crazy. It landed crazy, right? You know, he killed him with the Bruce Leroy. You know what I'm saying? He's basically, you know, I'm a bust your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now it was a good battle.
Round three, he got it, man. He got it off of pure comedy. Like them guys, like MC War.
Right.
Your man gonna body you.
Who?
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, no. What? ShowOff, because he got.
I was done.
I was done. He a straight MC.
I was done.
And I'm not saying dude, but dude, I mean, he was doing so much. Like, he an actor to me. Like, he got to me a potential career as a straight actor, bro.
And then when they didn't
a straight
know
comedian.
When they didn't know.
That's why he got. That's why. Yeah. That's why he lost round two. That was all round two. Yeah, round two was trash, man. Round two was bad, man. It was bad for him, bro. But he came back though. He came back. Round three, he got it. I think Mackk Myron 2-1. That's how I call that, man.
All right. Well,
Nelly versus Ludacris. What you think, bro? How much did you get a chance to watch? A good amount? I watched a decent amount. I can't say I watched the whole thing.
I got a half an hour, and you know, I like the fact that they had like 400,000
topped up at 445,000.
It was at 467.
467?
At one point,
topped off at 467.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I was really impressive. You know what I'm saying? Ludacris was hitting with bangers, and then, you know, Ludacris been working. Ludacris been working. And
he brought his fro out for the joint.
Yeah.
He brought the fro back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ludacris been working, man. And what is it called? Nelly had some joints. You know what I'm saying? He went diamond. You know what I'm saying? 10 million copies sold on his first album. So he probably still spending money from the first album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, you know, his career is cemented.
Oh man, that dude's cemented. Yeah. I like how they set it off, man. Yeah. Showing nothing but love. You know what I mean? It was showing nothing but love.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting though. It was an interesting battle, man. It was an interesting battle because, like, you know, it wasn't a real battle. In a real battle, it would have went a whole nother way. But yo, I ain't gonna lie. The last time I seen Ludacris in a cypher like, you know, well, the last one I saw, I don't know if he did another one with Busta, Reek the Villain, and 2 Chainz. Was that it?
Yeah, that was a Sprite thing.
Yeah, right. 2 Chainz was right. It was 2 Chainz and Luda,
and Busta.
Busta and yeah. Oh man, bro.
Busta killed him.
Yeah, Luda. I was like, what happened that day with Luda, man? He was like,
man, he probably was starstruck, like, yo, Busta just did that.
I don't know what happened, bro. Who went first?
Busta went before.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, cause see, Luda, to me, I feel like he's a guy that really, could do good in a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I always thought up until I saw that cypher. Had me really kind of second guessing. But you know, he's in a whole nother realm with what's that called? With acting and stuff like that. Yeah. So you know what I mean? I think that could be a part of.
No, he's definitely
you know,
in another
you know what I'm saying? I think that could be a part of it.
He's still an artist.
Oh, I mean, he's still an icon too at that. You know what I mean? And he's still fire. I just, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I mean, I got like high, you know, expectations for what I feel like Ludacris could do as an MC. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like he got bars. Like, I feel like he killed T.I. when they went at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they both did their thing. You know what I mean? They both did their thing. But I feel like, Luda really kind of, Luda really kind of got that one. You know what I mean? I think his bars was real crazy. But yeah, man, shouts out to Verzuz, man. And so what you think about the whole paying taxes to the elders, man, the hip hop, man?
I saw that your man Swizz is talking about $1 million to the pioneers. You know what I'm saying? I think that's interesting. You know what I mean? That's an interesting look, because what happens is these guys, you know, they're the grandfathers of this genre of music,
right? And
they're not living like how they should be living for what they put to the game. And it's like, you know, business wise, the music wasn't like that at that time.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't.
It was just like, you know, you was doing it for fun while these guys making money off of it.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Like, they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of you, and you don't even know, but you're just having fun.
Well, hundreds of millions, possibly.
Yeah, well, you know, I say hundreds of thousands,
right.
because, you know, that would equate to millions now.
Right.
But back then, you know, it was a burgeoning thing. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, yeah, hundreds of millions, because you was getting hard copy records, hard copy.
Remember, they was charging them for breakage fees, because the vinyls would break, and promotion and marketing.
I agree.
And, you know what I'm saying? It got to a point where, you know, finally, later cats learn, oh, you got to get somebody to audit the books. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then, you know, if you go audit, think about it, you go audit the label's books, right? You know what I'm saying? Do you think the label really gonna rock with you after that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, you done brought in, you know what I mean? You know, first of all, they probably, 90% of the guys from back then didn't even have that in their contract. And if they
didn't have a clue about it. How about that? And ain't nobody telling them that.
Right. I remember, even the 90s, come on, Cats was really getting jerked too. Cats still getting jerked. People still signing 360 deals now. You know what I mean? And
Jay-Z
and I look at it from,
was that Birdman? Jay-Z, a lot of those people had really, literally, you know, turned lights on certain things because of how they did business.
Right. That's a fact.
Master P,
that's
Birdman,
a fact.
Jay-Z.
But even when they did that, they still, you had a plethora of artists that was still signed. And my thing is, you know, signed to bad deals. My thing is like this, right? You know, to a degree, like, you know, they're investors, right? You know what I'm saying? They're investors, right? So the labels are investors, right? So that being said, right? I mean, I can understand, like, some artists, they don't want to deal with all of the, you know what I mean? They don't want, you know, they don't want to deal with all of the of running a business. They just want to be fun. They want to be an employee.
They want to create.
You know, and of course, I think Busta's made some excellent business moves, but I think for the most part, he's been more so an employee.
Yeah.
When it comes to, like, you know, of a label. I mean, you know, he's still an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, LL too. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, LL don't got a label. You know what I mean? Not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? He's always been signed to a major company.
But he did his transition to the music.
He did, yeah, to the movies. You mean?
Right, to the movies.
Exactly. Yeah. But my point, even then, he was dropping music for a long time.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, that's, you know, I think that's, you know, it depends on the type of artist you are. So even with the 360 deal, yo, if somebody hitting somebody with several million up front,
right,
so on and so forth, and that's what they want to leverage, their content, they want to leverage their performances, they want to leverage going in the movie, they want to, the potential going to movies. You gotta look at it like this: the chances are now the label is gonna want to, if you got a good team behind you, they might want to push you into those realms, right? You know what I'm saying? Where you might not be able to get into on your own. So I mean, I just want to say I see the different sides of it, but for the most part, Cash was getting jerked up until about maybe 10 years ago, bro. I think the internet really stopped Cash from getting broke, bro. Stop Cash from getting jerked. You know what I mean? Like, now. You know what I mean? Even cats that come in on the employee side still coming in with more leverage than back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Even those guys, you know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, man, I think definitely, but yeah, Master P, Jay-Z, they definitely highlighted it. Now, what when him and LL was talking, LL made a good point when Swizz and LL was like, yo, teach him how to fish. That's another good point. You don't want to just go get these guys money. You follow what I'm talking about? And then, either way.
But these guys are taught. Teaching
my
how
point
to
is,
fish
right,
would be for more so.
No, with the money though. I mean, I'm talking about with. I know what you know what he probably meant. Teach them, don't give them bread. I'm saying you could give them bread, but yo, they can't. You got to be careful that bread don't just go out. It just don't just get ran through.
Right.
Because you don't want to give $1 million to one of these old school pioneers, and a year later he back broke. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a fact. But what I got out of it, you know what I'm saying? When I heard him say, teach them how to fish, is these young guys. You know what I'm saying? Like these young guys that's out here doing their business. You follow what I'm saying? That's running through money. Like the babies, the little baby, shout out to Little Baby. He just went I think either gold or platinum.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Off his record, I forget the two, but he just went. He did numbers. He's doing numbers. You follow what I'm saying? And these guys don't necessarily have a business sense.
Right.
Nor do they have somebody in their team to be like, yo, okay, you need to have.
I don't know about you. Are you saying Little Baby or the Baby? You saying they don't got business sense, or you just saying new artists? Period.
When I say they don't,
because them guys,
teach them how to fish. Like teach them how to fish situation.
Right.
Is when you get your deal, there's a lot that comes with the deal.
Right.
It ain't just okay. You got the deal and it's, you inked and what is it called? Whether you got a 360 or whatever the case is.
Right.
It's a whole situation that come with that. That's a part of that teaching you how to fish, because
I agree.
Once you got that, there's endorsements, there's all types of stuff that comes with it. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
If possible, getting your music land on the score, you possibly being featured in the movie, or you probably getting a sneaker line, and that's all a part of the teaching you how to fish.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And then situating yourself into a place where you could be put on tour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a European tour or Middle East tour,
right,
or United States tour, that's all a part of it. Because if you got all these different other people handling your stuff,
right,
they're in your pond.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Where
you should be fishing at, they're in your pond.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't, and you expect them to tell you how much fish came out of that pond for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me.
Right.
One for you. You know what I'm saying?
But I was just saying, I don't think them two, the Baby and Lil Baby, I don't think they're in that scenario.
Well, the baby look pretty sharp. You follow what I'm saying?
So does Lil Baby.
Yeah, but I know.
I've heard when I heard him build,
Baby speak more.
Well, I've heard Lil Baby. Yo, that dude had that whole think big, stranger secret mind state. He was like, I always visualize. He was talking about visualizing where he's at right now.
Right.
Like I don't even hear a lot of I don't hear a lot of successful rappers even saying that. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Like you get a few. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, I think I've heard them a few times talk about it, but I was kind of impressed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So about his mind state. And even when he rapped, like he was talking about drugs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like the way he kind of structured his stuff is like, I'm not the one doing it. I don't do that no. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know, man. Like Lil Baby, he kind of the sleeper, because I thought the Baby was going to surpass him by leaps and bounds,
right?
But that ain't happening yet, because you said who just now went gold to platinum.
Lil Baby.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the Baby. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he not doing this thing, but my point is both of them guys are sharp. You know what I mean? And, you know, shouts out to Coach K. You know what I'm saying? You know, QC, you know what I mean? Quality control, that's what Lil Baby dealing with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, come on. You know what I mean? He got a strong one. He could, your man he got the golden touch. You know what I mean? What's your man? Coach K, he got the golden touch. He got Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? He touched Gucci. Gucci career went exponentially after rocking with Coach K. The Migos, you follow what I'm talking about? Now Lil Baby, but yeah, man, definitely though, I agree with cats having all these people in their pond, not being able to know how to pull the fish out themselves. You know what I mean? That's 100, you know? I just was like, wanting to kind of hear your thoughts on what LL said about that. And then my thinking was, you know, I don't know. I interpreted like he was saying, yo, if you give them this bread, you don't want them to just, you know what I'm saying? You got to teach them how to fish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to just give them the bread and they get lost. Because, you know, what the saying is, I think it was Jim Rohn said that, you know, he heard it from somebody else that if you take all the money in the world and put it into the poor people's hands, right? Because right now, you know, 80% of the wealth is in 20% of their hands.
Right.
They said if you take all that wealth and put it into the 80%, that it will wind up back into the hands of the 20%
of the wealth.
Yeah, after a year or two.
No,
you know what I'm talking about? Because you know what? It's financial intelligence.
Right, exactly.
Like
it's a system that's put in place with the financial intelligence.
Exactly. So if cats if they ain't got their financial intelligence, you give them the money. You know what I'm saying? They still working off an old system that ain't been a broken system of how they budgeting, of how they investing, you know, how they spending. You know, you might be looking bad again. You know what I also didn't like? Africa Bambaataa name. Like everywhere you see, it's like because he even uses the words from Kool Herc on down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, where Bam at in that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
and that's the whole slandered Bam. You know what I mean? He's never brought up on charges.
Right.
You got people making claims.
Right.
Just because those people made the claims, now you know that. You know what I'm saying? Now your man, now he ain't a pioneer. Right. You know that. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what they saying. I'm hoping. You know,
now you're correct because he would not get $1 million. They would not give him $1 million because of what happened.
It also shouts out to FreeDrYork.com. Free Dr. Malachi York. You know, Africa Bambaataa is one of the people that stood behind Dr. Malachi York.
He's a student of Dr. York,
as well as Prodigy, rest in peace. Yeah. As well as international reggae artist Jimmy Cliff, Sizzler. You know, these are people that stand behind Dr. York being innocent. Now, but back to Bam. It's like, you know, and part of it is political correctness, I'm thinking. You know, Swizz, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he ain't gonna say his name because that could, the moment he say his name, that allows Hassan Campbell, you know, that allows people like him to come in and start slandering or whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else. Like, so they might still have in their mind.
So intelligently correct with what you're doing because the moment you're caught out there, you know what I'm saying? You just don't want that type of publicity because you know it's dealing with homosexuality, it's dealing with children, it's dealing with it's dealing with that a level of of content that you just don't want to be associated with.
Right. You see, they got an Epstein movie already coming out on Netflix.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yep, they about to do it. Yep, I seen it on one of these social media channels. Yep, you know what I'm saying? People protesting, so on and so forth. But they already got like it's something like the viral life of Jeffrey Epstein, something crazy like that. But you know, the point is, man, is you know once they throw that on you, like you know, Bill Cosby, I think is one that might have, you know, even though he's in jail, right? He's in jail. He's out. They got him out.
Well, he's supposed to be going out because of coronavirus. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. So like you know, let me just go ahead and pull it up, but I don't know if he's out yet.
That's crazy. That's what's up. It's about
that he was supposed to be.
It's about that, but you know
of the corona.
Right, but you know what I was saying though is that though it landed him in jail, I think a lot of people did believe like, yo, this dude, this the BS, bro.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of I saw a lot of comedians, I saw a lot of actors. It looked like, you know, I saw rappers, people with credibility and names actually get up and say, you know what, I don't believe what they throwing on Cosby, so on and so forth, you know. Yup, Bill Cosby to remain in prison. That's April 18th though. What's the most new? You know, you gotta look. It might be something newer than that, but that is the newest thing right there. Is that April 18th? They say he will remain in jail. That's definitely dirty. Cause I mean, come on, bro. This guy, give him home. Anybody leaving out the house anyway?
He's blind.
Come on, man. He blind? Oh, you sure that wasn't Suge? Because Suge Knight went in there, but he's blind in there too now.
Yeah, Bill Cosby blind.
Damn.
You know what I mean? They're doing him straight dirty.
Dang, man. So yeah, man. But the point is, man. You know, I ain't like the fact they ain't put his name in there. But like I said, what I'm thinking though is Swizz got him in mind, but just won't use his name so it won't destroy what he's trying to do. You know what I'm talking about? But that's, you know, that's just how they did it, man. It's just, you know. But either way, man, shouts out to Africa Bambaataa. He definitely said them guys is bogus.
Unsuccessful in attempts to get out of the Keystone State facility since his 2018 rape sentence.
Crazy. Yeah, man.
Bill Cosby seeks early prison release over coronavirus fears. You know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy.
So, you know, dealing with the coronavirus, you see New Delhi, India, they stay in lockdown to the 31st. They just extended it, right? And okay, so I was watching this media dude, right? He's from Dubai. You know, I guess he's mixed between some European and some you know, Arabian person or whatever, right? Or Middle Eastern person. And, you know, what I like is he got his media page, his whole thing. It's like Al Jazeera, because, you know, Al Jazeera is like basically news for the Middle East, right? And his whole thing was, you know, I wanted to do this channel, and he got like 607,000 subscribers to his YouTube channel. So he's doing this thing.
Okay.
You know, he did every day YouTube live every day he did a video. 500 days straight to get his name up. You follow what I'm talking about? And you know, he's talking about consistency. But then what really hit me was he was like, yo, I felt like I had to do it because, you know what I'm saying, who was gonna give positive light to, you know what I'm saying, the Middle East? Because when you think about the Middle East, all you think about is these people dropping bombs, exploding. So, yo, bro, that's crazy. The same thing with Africa, because, you know, so I go on, you know, BBC. I go on BBC to see what's, you know, BBC Africa. You know, I like their news sometimes. You know, I went on Al Jazeera Africa, bro. All you saw was nothing but negative stuff, bro. And I'm not saying I'm not saying them things ain't going on, right? You know, because they are. But like, bro, like, you know, there was only one article I saw on Africa. You know, and it was one in the Congo about something negative, right? You know, y'all could go look it up. I don't feel like talking about that right now, because to me, it's a plethora of things you could be talking about regarding Africa, right? But you choosing to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with BBC. I go on there, you know what I'm saying? Only thing they could show is like negativity. So it's like, yo, man, it's really, you know, either ECOWAS, which is the Economic Community of West African States, right? Or the continent, right, needs a prolific news station, right? Like they have in, like, China's got CGTN, is that what it is?
Right.
China Global Television Network.
Exactly, CGTN.
CNN and Fox America got theirs. BBC got theirs for London. You follow what I'm talking about?
Right.
And really, it kind of also, to me, serves Europe. You know what I'm saying? To me, BBC, you know, British Broadcasting Corporation, Africa needs a channel. Now, you know, y'all can let us know. Maybe it's something I'm missing. You know, maybe there is one that, you know, we're not hip to. Y'all can put me on, and that will definitely become my new destination to find news regarding Africa. But right now, I'm not seeing nothing, man. But hey, man, also, y'all want us, you know, want to continue supporting. I really appreciate everybody that supported our Patreon so far.
Oh, man, good looking, man.
Straight up and down. You know, go to patreon.com/MCWar, patreon.com/MCWar. Also, make sure y'all check out that LIB Battle League, that first battle done by the LIB Battle League in Liberia. I think y'all will enjoy it. You know, I definitely want y'all to check that out. That's on the MC War channel. But yeah, man, yo, in other news, man, the Chinese ambassador, did you see that?
Nah.
To Israel.
What happened?
Dead.
Chinese ambassador to Israel?
Yup. Dead.
Chinese ambassador?
Yeah, yep, the Chinese ambassador
to Israel.
Uh-huh.
He's in Israel.
He's in Israel.
And he's dead.
And he's the Chinese ambassador.
That's not looking good.
Guess how long ago he became the Chinese ambassador to Israel?
When?
About like 4 months ago, bro.
That's not looking good.
Come on, man. Why they kill that, man?
Man, that's not looking
good. Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, again, we're not telling y'all to believe anything. To me, it just struck me as like, yo, what? And, of course, they're saying it's no foul play. His name is Mr. Du. Mr. Du, 57 years old, was only appointed ambassador in February. So we're talking about 3 months, having previously served as envoy to the Ukraine, right?
Oh, he's seasoned.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's dead. And they saying it's no foul play, so it's not too much more information available.
Too much more, but it's the world that we live in, and we're in Twilight Zone.
Yeah, man, it's not making sense.
You heard Donald Trump, right? The president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
He is mobilizing the United States military so vaccinations could take place by the latter part of the year.
No.
Yeah, latter part of the year. He's supposed to be a mobilizer.
Please tell me where you got that from.
Man, I got it from...
Is that CNN? Is that Fox? Is that credible source?
Al Jazeera.
Al Jazeera?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, bro. That's
Al Jazeera.
That's ugly, bro.
Was the lead of the info. But I found that pretty interesting, But again, shouts out to Madagascar. Because they actually got the World Health Organization. What is it called? What's it? President of Madagascar has called on all African nations to quit the World Health Organization. That's like a big thing because, the different countries, and it's 54 countries on the continent, and he's getting them to quit who? World Health Organization, which is backed by who?
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And Bill Gates is the one that's trying to get what? The vaccine thing going on with your man Fauci. So I shouts out to him because he's doing what is it called? Major moves. You know what I'm saying? He's on the world map. He's on the world map. You know what I mean? And it doesn't stop there. The president says Europe created organizations with the desire for Africans to remain dependent on America's who's vaccinated medicine. You know what I mean? So against coronavirus, but Europe thinks they have a monopoly of intelligence, as such as they are refusing to acknowledge it. Madagascar President Andre has allegedly declared that the World Health Organization's WHO offered him $20 million deal to put a little toxin in their remedy for coronavirus as the European hack their remedy.
Where you get that from?
Man, it was on one of the it's on their paper, the Madagascar paper.
Crazy.
Yeah. But they did that. The WHO did that to Nigeria. They offered the ambassador $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Now they offered the president $20 million. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they try. That's what they do to Africa, man. They give them money. You follow what I'm saying? And get them to play their game. You know what I'm saying? And playing the game, it ends up exploiting the people and hurting the people. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yo, check that. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. And damn. Listen. So he blowing the whistle. I hope nothing happens to him.
Yeah.
Honestly, straight up and down. Yo, check it.
So Newsweek, right? Okay. Trump says military will be mobilized to deliver coronavirus. That was 3 days ago.
Wow.
All right. That's on Newsweek.
Newsweek.com.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that's like because what that says is. And I was looking at these caskets that they got situated. You know what I'm saying? They already got these caskets situated in Madison, Georgia, right? In Madison, Georgia, they got, I don't know, man, it look like millions of caskets over there, man. And these rubber caskets, I want to say, they ain't they're all over. You know what I'm saying? They're not just in Georgia. They're all over. Meaning, once they start trying to force vaccinate people, it's going to be civil unrest. Right. There's going to be a group of people that are like, nah, I don't want to get the vaccine because they don't even know if the vaccine going to work.
Right.
That's the punchline.
Right.
They don't even know if your man Fauci said it himself several times. They don't know. It's an experiment. They don't know.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? And then people are being found alive in body bags. They're not all the way dead. You follow what I'm saying? So it's like, it's Twilight Zone, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. So check it, right? So there's this Russian rapper named Boyko. This dude, right? I don't know, man. But you know what it opens up? Basically, they locked him up, right? He comes to America. The feds lock him up. The FBI lock him up. They were studying his Instagram, right? Dude was doing all sorts of cyber crimes, right? Somehow he went to China, right? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? He was doing something in China, sharpening his whole business acumen and schemes or whatever. Comes back to the United States in Pennsylvania. He's about to drop his album in February. He's already kind of known in Russia. First of all, they got a MTV Russia that has a top 74 of top list of rappers in Russia. Right. He's in number 74. So that tells you there's a lot of people rapping in Russia. You know what I'm talking about? So he's saying there's nobody big. But what this shows you is they definitely be on these guys, bro. Huh? He's in Pennsylvania court right now.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the court, the state picked up the crimes, or right? The Pennsylvania is it federal court? It must be because the FBI got him, right? So Bitcoins and solo album on 25th of July. Penn Official announced the release of his debut album Goldie. Up until then, Boyko had only recorded collections with other artists. The rapper made the music.
You heard?
Opera News.
Opera News. That's what I got the news for.
We're talking about the 20 million for
20 million. Who offered me 20 million to see COVID-19 medicine poison.
God, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So they believe the rapper, who complained on social media that he kept forgetting to log out of his accounts on other people's computers, was turning into a significant cyber criminal. A chain of events led up to it. You follow? They on you, bro. If you on, okay, so he was doing some Bitcoin, you heard? Right. Okay, the same day FBI removed the servers with information about BTC clients from a data center in New Jersey. The exchange went offline and soon reopened under a new name. Besides the USA, Russia and France were also demanding Vinnick's extradition. So this dude was going all over the world getting it in. He was getting it in. The FBI found Boyko's email on BTCE's list linked to a client account for Gang Ass. In the record of grounds for his arrest, it says Gang Ass invested $388,000 and withdrew 136 Bitcoins. He could be called a major client. The most incriminating evidence against Boyko was found by the FBI in his email and phone. Access to his Gmail and iCloud accounts have been sanctioned by an American court. So they will get yo dumb ass. You hear me?
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
So I was like, that, you know, that is real, man. That's like crazy. They definitely monitoring these guys.
Well, like I told y'all, man, what is it? The NSA, man. The NSA is a 250,000 employee outfit, bro.
250,000 people. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's like, you know, we really have to see that, how they manipulate the people through the music, man. Like, they definitely manipulating the people through the music, through controlling the music, right? It's like, if they allow you to get big like that, right, they pushing a certain agenda, and other than that, they putting you in the jail to push a certain agenda. So I mean, we just gotta really wake up, man. We gotta really wake up.
It's cool to be slow. It's cool to be dumb, bruh. It's cool not to know. And I don't even know at what point. I want to say that was the early 2000s. That's when it really became, you know, the dumbing down. But like right now, bro, we got to get on top of it, man. The way they playing, they're not even playing fair.
They definitely playing.
They have never been playing fair. But now it's just like, yo, they bodies are not even completely dead. They're putting in the body bag right now, bro. They got caskets in your backyard right now, bro. They're talking about vaccinating the entire planet, bro. And then there's a chip that coincides with the what is it called, 5G. It's really different out here, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's different, man. It's different. So it's very important that you guys empower your sister, your niece, your female cousin, the females around you. Y'all empower them, man, mentally, so they could be behind us, so we could have a plan out of this chaos, man. If your man's around you and he's a nerd, don't man, keep him a nerd, man. Keep him in the books, man. Keep him informing y'all immediate circle to find out what's really going on right now, bro. Somebody gotta let y'all know what's good, man. Cause 50 Cent ain't doing it. 50 Cent, he's on his Power, he's on his Stars, he's on his BMF, he's on his thing. You follow what I'm saying? And that's just what that is. Jay-Z, he's on his thing. They got the reform, so be good to the reform with Meek Mills. You know, getting was it 1 million face masks for the prisons? He's doing his part. That's just that. You know what I'm saying? But we have to have that mechanism to actually survive on a daily basis out here. Like leaving those processed foods alone at the bodega, man. When you go to the bodega, man, when you go to that deli, man, instead of getting the processed meat, get some tuna fish, bro. You follow what I'm saying? For real, get some tuna fish. Leave because that's meat glue.
Right.
That bologna sandwich is meat glue. They utilize glue to keep the meat together, man. Grab some tuna fish, man. Buy a couple of cans of sardines and give it to the deli man to make you a sandwich, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to change the process. We eat a lot of sunflower seeds, but leave the potato chips alone, bro. Like we have to understand how much sodium intake we're taking into our bodies. We have to understand how much sugar intake we're taking into our bodies, because that's all a part of that coronavirus, because it's all a part of the pre-existing ailments that we already have. You drink a lot of 40s and more liquor, your kidney ain't good, coronavirus get inside you, it's shutting down your kidney.
Right, and now they opening back up, so cats are gonna be susceptible to that. You know, it is what it is. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's like, what do? You got to get out there and make money.
Texas, as of May 2nd, 1,000 cases per day as of May 2nd.
And I mean, California though is still locked down. I think California is still locked down. But they talking about May 31st. They talking about setting up those beaches. Them beaches are supposed to be straight in New York for people to go back out there. So what? And then I think the time that you're gonna really have to be concerned about is what? Fall and winter. When that fall winter come back around, that's when it could potentially get ugly. You know. So
there's a whole thing about the sun, right? They're saying that the sun is going through a process right now where it's having its own, everything is in cycles, right? So the sun has gone into a lockdown, which could cause a freezing weather, earthquakes, and famine, as the scientists say, right? So because the sun is currently in the period of what they call solar menium, so that solar menium meaning activity on its surface has fallen dramatically. It fell down dramatically. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that the scientists is monitoring, which happened between 1790 and 1830. Right. So we're back around that time again, where this thing's gonna, and they've just been talking about a solar vortex. Not solar vortex, but a polar vortex that's supposed to be coming, or it has came throughout the United States. But this thing they're talking about that they're monitoring.
Never heard of a polar vortex when we was young. When we was young, polar vortex, never talked about that. Continue, my bad.
So my point is, with all these different things that's taking place, that's more susceptible for what? The virus to exist, because here in Africa they got Africans scared over here, because the virus is a real virus, of course, but it cannot live under the conditions of the temperature out here. Right. It just can't live under the temperatures out here. That's just the bottom line. And then in any warm climate condition, you follow what I'm saying? So it's like, we just gotta really pay attention to what's going on. We gotta pay attention to our health. We really gotta pay attention to our health, man. Right now, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, because my mom's, I'm watching my mom's go through it at 73. She about to be 74, and I'm like, damn, man. At least she got to that age. You know what I'm saying? Which is a blessing. But she, looking at her at that age, she's not really the healthiest at that age. You follow what I'm saying? So it's like that's telling me what? By the time when I get to that age, I gotta make sure that I'm way healthier than my mom's. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't get to my mom's age and be in the same conditions with arthritis, with the same overweight problems. I can't happen. So when you look at your peoples around you, whether it's your aunt, uncle, whatever the case is, you gotta kind of look at that, man. When you're gonna get to that age, bruh. Like, you know, you're gonna get to that age. It's inevitable. You're gonna get to that age unless you get caught out here and you die early. But if you're still living, you're gonna get to that age. So you want to be able to make sure you take care of your health, man. You take care of your feet. You take care of your teeth. You take care of your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, man, it's for real. This is what Dr. York taught. Like, you know, he teaches the fact that you want to take care of your feet. You only got one pair of feet, bro. You can't go get no other pair. You can't go buy no feet nowhere, bro. So you got to take care of your feet. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm hearing people got diabetes, bad cases of diabetes, you know what I'm saying? And they want to chop off a toe, you know what I'm saying? You getting, my man Kiki, you know what I mean? Shouts out to Kiki, man. Like, you know, one of my guys I grew up with, like he has that health problems. I'm like, yo, Kiki, man, you gotta watch what you put in your mouth. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the bottom line. Watch what you put in your mouth, and that in itself is gonna help. You know, your health, the health problems you're having right now.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
That's a fact, man. Listen, man. You already know what it is, man. Protect yourself. Get yourself healthy. Get your financial wealth in place. Get your financial intelligence in place. Get your bars up. Be best at what you do. You gotta be on top of your game. Be the best at what you do. You heard? Yeah. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right, y'all.
It's debatable.
1.